Hey guys, it's Eric here at Farpoint Farms. Check this out. This is something that a lot of you have requested I check out. Well, here it is. The Malahit SDR radio. This is the DSP SDR. This is version 2 with software I think it's 2.4. This thing is not cheap, but it's a pretty cool looking radio. It does come pretty well equipped here. Let's see. I know they are looking at it online. So touch pen, an antenna here. Let me just get all this out. We'll talk about it. Dials, wrist strap, some Velcro pads, a user's manual, and then the main unit over here with a USB cable. And all this fits in one of these like soft but hard molded cases, right? Pretty sweet. All right, let's get the main radio out of its protective case here. And it's heavy. It's not cheap, that's for sure. It is an aluminum brushed aluminum case. I'll leave that there for a second. So it comes with spare dials in case they get lost or broken. It comes with 2 spare dials. These rubber pads, you could place them on the bottom or on the back. That's up to you. I mean, it is a metal, so you could, I guess, conceivably scratch some part of your table, I guess. I mean, it does have some good edges on there. It is touchscreen. And some of what I've read about this is that, if you're not tech savvy, and quite frankly, I'm not tech savvy, then this may not be the radio for you because it is complicated radio. For a shortwave radio, it's got a lot going on. I'm not sure what this is. Let's go ahead and open this up. If I can get it out of here. All right, well, we've got it all set up here. I've had to switch glasses. This is definitely not for the amateur hour here. I do have the kickstand hooked up to it. That took a little bit of work with my poor eyesight. And got the antenna on here and the strap. That strap, that'll give you nightmares if you have poor eyesight like myself. It's the Malahit DSP2 receiver. I know that's not how it's pronounced. I also know that you know exactly what I'm talking about. Frequency range is 10 kilohertz to 380 megahertz and 403.3 megahertz to 2 gigahertz. So this is general coverage and beyond, I would say. We do have AM, SSB, DSB, CW, NFM, and WFM. It has an included LiPo battery. It is 3.7 volts, 5,000 milliamps, and it is a Type-C USB charger. Doesn't it kind of look like a TV set? It looks like a portable TV set to me. For some reason, I just get that feeling. Up on top here, we do have a place for antennas. This is the antenna that is included with it. It's maybe 2.5 feet, a little less than 3 feet for sure. And then there's another spot that is for 50 ohms. This is high Z and then 50 ohms, so we can switch between the two. Frequency adjust and volume over here. This side, nothing. The bottom, nothing. The back, other than the kickstand that I've added, nothing. And on this side, we do have a jack for an earphone, our USB charger, our power button, and an on-off. So I'm going to flip that to on. You can see the little green light comes on and a little blue light comes on up on top. And you can see it's starting to boot up. Since there's very little to see outside of this, I guess I'll move the camera closer in and we will take a much closer look at this very sophisticated radio. Let's do it. All right, well, here we are on the bench. Hope you can hear me. I've got the microphone kind of between me and the radio, but let's go ahead and turn this thing on. And it takes a second to boot up. And here we are. This button here is going to get us to roll through the, you can see, and this one here is our volume.
Me and a buddy of mine tried to play around with direct injecting a Cobra 29, and it didn't go as planned. A bunch of squill and all kinds of stuff going on there, right?
So picking up a conversation on AM on the CB band. This is just with the built-in antenna, so it's kind of a rarity to be able to pick up CB with this small of an antenna, but Hopefully you caught that last little bit of it. Move the microphone over a little bit. Hopefully you can hear this okay.
88, you got a little bit. This is now that break.
So we do have some faint signals coming in there.
If you do that, I gotta step outside, maybe about 5 seconds, and I'll be right back.
All right, well, let's go over a couple of the features this has. We press the radio button here. You can see here we have a lot of stuff going on. Bluetooth connection, pre-gain, activity timer. What do we have? We want signal noise ratio. We can change that around. We can change the beep level here. You can hear somebody's... Well, we can get into beep and we can turn that beep down for changing stuff around. We can turn that down. We'll turn that down to 0. How's that sound? RF gain, we can turn the gain up. Right. What do we want here? We have a attenuation. We don't want that to be at all. We just want that to be full audio in. We have noise reduction here as far as electromagnetic stuff. We got that turned on. Power antenna, do we want to turn that on or not? So, all right. And so that's that section there. Let's go into audio. And you can see we have the ability to change our noise blanking stuff. Do we want noise blanker on or off? We'll turn that on. There's our threshold. AGC mode, we got that in the middle. EQ type, do we want rock? And you can change it to bass, pop, voice. We want voice, right? So we'll leave that. Stereo enabled. Filter is normal, low frequency, high frequency. Squelch control there. Then we get into visual, and we can change some stuff around there. Brightness, max. You can see here LCD sleep. We're going to keep that on, but you can have that so it turns off to save the battery. And then we have classic gamma. We can change that around, or we can change the color of our screen around. Let's go to red, and yeah, that'll probably. Well, let's change the scale a little bit. Change it to 30 there. Pan, right? DC rejection, retro. We can do Japanese. We can do. We're going to go with European on that. Noise reduction, we have a whole section on noise reduction. This thing has a lot of filters. If I can press that button just right, you can see it turn on and off. Listen to this. I'll turn the volume up.
Hey, Arthur, tell them boys I'm 10, please. I'll see you.
See that difference? Pretty impressive noise reduction. And then we have mode here. Turn this back down. CW, USB, CW, DEC, DSP, LSB, FT8, AM, RTTY, narrowband FM, and wideband FM. Pretty awesome. And then lastly, we get into our bands, and this is pretty crazy. 5 pages of different bands, so presets we can get into. And you can see LSB, USB. So it has some presets to it as far as like, hey, 10 meters usually upper sideband, okay? 6 meter, usually upper sideband, and then we get down into the lower sideband section here with, well, we could go to the 7 meters there. And then if you want to change the band, or to change the channel of the pages here, you can see we have scanner and monitor pages. And there's 505, you can see we have a long wave AM. And so we could try, if you want to, we can go to mid-wave. So airband here is dead meat, but we could try this and see if we can pick up. So that's pretty impressive for just what's built in, but there is an AM station right there. Of course, they're playing music, so I can't keep on it for long. So 1450 is coming in, very faint, but it's there. I don't know what these spikes are. They don't occur on all the bands, but they're certainly around. And you see it effortlessly switches into another band here. This is kind of cool, so we have a
he's talking about your friends with the big amplifier.
So I'm picking up some
this power syndrome when I was about 15.
picking up some nice lower sideband conversation on the 41 meter band, 7138.
There was this gentleman, W1ZYZ, he's been dead for years. My God, Jack Pierce, I can't remember his name, and I don't know why, because he was not a friend of mine. Is this your zipper? Is that what it said like that?
All right, got some regular shortwave AM broadcasts.
And I will be unto them a God, and they shall be unto me a people. God wants to get in your mind, the renewing of your mind of the people, therefore, brothers and God, that you present the body as living sacrifice, holy and acceptable, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world, but be transformed.
9400. You see down here at the bottom, I've turned on the baud rate here, so we'll turn that off so we don't see that mess. But some weak signals there.
A ver, ¿quieres uno? Tres. Eso quiere decir.
So for a shortwave radio, it's really coming in nicely.
And remember, again, I'm using the scriptures.
Sorry about that.
The scriptures are to be used.
93 or 9930, really strong right now this time of day.
Correct.
And you can see the waterfall displayed down here at the bottom.
Lo mejor de la semana de la ciencia y las nuevas tecnologías.
La comunidad científica y tecnológica tiene su lugar.
12160s, Tennessee, East Tennessee. No, Western Tennessee. Faint signal at 14330.
Low 30s or maybe even into the high 20s. So, one of those things that happens this time of year.
I'd say as far as a ham radio receiver, this thing is excellent with just a little set of rabbit ears, basically. This thing is really pulling in some cool signals. I'm curious to try out, is it's supposed to have a CW decoder built in. When we get into the 10 meter band, we'll see what we can find there.
I Norden haben die heftige Sturmböen am Neujahrstag wieder zu zahlreichen Feuerwehreinsätzen geführt.
Not familiar with that station.
Einsatzkräfte mehr als 40 Mal ausrücken und umgestellt oder der
Good, now warm it up.
Of course, CB is always active. And that is a really powerful signal. I'm not sure where that's coming from, but that would definitely allow them.
Man, yeah, that's a woman to stretch out this way. Let me save 2025 away, my brother. I hope this year, running.
Well, I was hoping to find a good CW RTTY station broadcasting, but I guess with the little antenna I have, usually those are pretty low-powered things, and it's just not picking it up. I will continue, obviously, to play with this cool little tool, and I mean, I dig it. It definitely is not. It's not user intuitive. You got to poke around in the menus, and of course, there's some other videos on there that get into certain segments of it to help you to better understand it. And I'll make some as time goes on myself as I learn how this little beauty works a little better. But initial impressions, feature packed, got all the stuff you would want, and a lot more, honestly. I'll leave a link to where you can get one of these, and I'll see you next time. Take care.